here we are. The question as we get started with our main part of the conversation for session number 274 of Morning Journal is this: what is currently disturbing your peace? Is it those noisy neighbors? Or something that's making you feel a little uneasy? What might that be? What might that be? We're going to be answering the questions in the request box. If you happen to be watching live on one of the other channels where we are live, you can drop your answer in the comment and I should be able to see it. You can let me know. All right, the VIPs have started. Tim says, my own body is disturbing my peace. I'm getting old. Something hurts every day. I swear I take care of my body. I don't know what's going on. My body is disturbing my peace. Hi, Luna Rose. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what's currently disturbing your peace. For Tim, disturbed by the fact that your body is hurting every day. I know you said you've been pretty consistent with your working out. And sometimes when you're working out, you notice those aches and pains. Retha is in agreement with you, says my body is disturbing my peace. So we also, so I guess one thing you have to kind of sort out the aches and pains of the growth that you're going through and just what it feels like to kind of just notice the age coming on. It doesn't have to disturb your peace though. I think that as you get stronger, some of those things will fade away. And maybe there might be some other things in your lifestyle that will kind of make some of those aches and pains kind of subside. Or, I mean, hey, it might just be what it is. It might be a matter of acceptance that you need. Tim says, well, maybe all that drinking ain't helping. I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to get specific. But you know, if you know, you know. All right. So disturbing Noble's peace says, for me, it's my own thoughts that are disturbing my own peace. No offense. If I seem salty or like I'm wielding my own flamer, forgive me. I don't mean it. What do you mean? What do you mean, Noble? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Noble. You good as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I think a lot of times, it's usually a thought that's disturbing our peace. There are circumstances that happen around us and they are what they are. But what gets us is the story that's running in the background in our mind about what those things mean. So yeah, your own thoughts. So for Val, it is a sense of fear is disturbing Val's peace. I'm wondering, what is it that you are afraid of? And maybe if you could even point it out, it wouldn't even be so disturbing. Sometimes we just have like a vague sense of fear. But for you, is it something specific that you have a sense of, that you have a sense of dread about? Or is it just general? Hi, Devin. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what's disturbing your peace. You can answer in the request box. So Mez says, I got a ticket for driving through a flashing red light. 3 other people drove through too. I don't know what we were thinking, but the cop was waiting and I got picked out. So I'm wondering which part of it, I guess the disturbing part is that you got picked out because you were wrong. You were wrong. You got picked out. He probably just meant, not you, but they did it too type. Yeah, Meds is like, but what about them? They probably just went eeny meeny, yo. Don't take it personal. He probably just went eeny meeny mighty mo. Can't get all of them. Let me just get this one. So you didn't say that to the cop. You're like, yo, why didn't you get them? They did it too. You accepted your ticket. You had questions. You didn't accept it with no questions. You had questions. Maybe you should just fight it in court, and that could be your defense. When you go to court, it's like, well, they did it too. You could snitch. Go to court and snitch. Go and sing. Did you get the other people? Did you get the other people's info? Med says, I haven't gotten a ticket in 11 years. No, you haven't gotten a ticket in a day. You haven't gotten a ticket in 11 hours. Yeah. Okay. Disturbing your peace. Someone anonymously says, my mental is disturbing my peace. I've overdrained myself for too long and I feel like it's catching up with me. That burnout. Disturbing your peace. Enter a nickname. Thank you so much for the spoons. All right. So to clarify, Val mentioned fear generally. Mine is like a sense of fear of like something watching me, or fear. I don't know. Maybe sleep paralysis. Yeah, you just kind of feel like somebody's watching. There's that song by Rockwell featuring Michael Jackson. I always feel like somebody's watching me. YouTube would take me down if I played it, but maybe I'll play it during the VIP time. Y'all, somebody remind me. So for the anonymous person who's dealing with that sense of being overdrained, I guess it's important to know or to have some strategies that will allow you to recharge yourself. So Zach says, I'm just checking up on you. See, ain't heard you in a bit. Well, we been here, Zach. We still out here. We still do this every Monday through Friday. Glad to see you are around. Okay. But yeah, anonymous, make sure that you, when you feel overdrained, sometimes we feel like we don't have the time to take a break. But sometimes rest is the most productive thing that you can do. And it's hard sometimes. Like I struggle with that, not being able to just rest. So Skinny says, oh no, this is kind of a hard question for me. I don't know why. I don't know why though. I usually sought peace. At the moment, I am at peace. So there you go. There you go. You won't skin ain't worried about nothing. Skin ain't worried about nothing. That's a good place to be, at peace. I ain't worried about nothing. That's another one for the VIP time. Skinny ain't worried about nothing. You riding around with that Nina Skinny? I don't know. Johnny says, disturbing my peace for me is my mind and my body. My mind and my body are disturbing my peace. I hear you, Johnny. Which one is disturbing it more? Goose. Thankfully, nothing. I create my peace so long as I got me. Maybe some Mary Jane. I'm chilling. Chilling. I hear you. Billy Hurley is here. Hey Billy, how you doing? Misfire says, what's disturbing my peace is I realize how much I've let others dictate my life decisions. Like, Miss, why? Why though? Yeah. We do sometimes find ourselves in a mode where we are being reactive and not being assertive and pursuing the things that matter to us. It's a very human thing to do. All right. Someone anonymously says that what disturbs my peace is people staring at me for a long time. It makes me really anxious, so anxious that I don't even want you to know who I am, who said this. So don't look at me. Don't look at me. Alexis is here. Welcome in. It's good to see you this morning. Tiger PFK is almost done with work. All right. Thank you so much for the like. Appreciate that. Let's get ready to go into our next prompt. So this one is, what do you need to address before it becomes an emergency? What do you need to address before it becomes an emergency? So Johnny says, I did not understand that one a lot. So if you want a little bit of clarification about what the question means, yeah, there's some. All right, I lost connection. What's going on? We lost it over there on YouTube for a second. I don't know what happened. I Ate My Donut says, congrats on 4K. I don't think we're at 4K just yet. I don't want to count the biddies before they hatch because everybody, some people unfollow. We're getting close though. Okay, so let's see. What are some things that you need to address before it becomes an emergency? Tim says, the dentist. I need to address the dentist. I hear you. Go see the dentist before it becomes an emergency. Val says, I definitely need to address my mental health. Got to take care of that mental health before it becomes an emergency. So Misfire says, I need heart surgery. Got a call about a referral yesterday. And my feet surgery. Don't have a doctor for that one yet. So the heart surgery and the feet surgery. So you got some medical emergencies that are brewing that you need to, medical issues that are brewing that you need to deal with. Yeah, I got to stay on top of that. Someone anonymously has shared that my mental health right now, I'm not doing so good in my life. In my life, I just let people walk all over me, and I'm tired of it. Building up some resentments, maybe. So let me do this. Let me ask a question. Typically, when I share a request in the box, it notes something on the screen. So I'm wondering, have I lost my connection here? Someone put something in the chat if you hear me. Because I haven't seen the chat move recently, and I'm not sure if I'm even heard right now. Okay. I just need to know that y'all can hear me because I'm not seeing anything moving. I don't know if my stream is broken. It might be that my stream is broken because I'm not seeing anything. All right, so we're good on YouTube. On Spoon, are we good? I'm not seeing anything. I can't see anything happening in the chat. normally I get a response. So I don't know. I don't know if I should continue or just shut it down. Okay. So unfortunately, even though you're going, I can't see the chat. Or well, let me see. All right, I'll be right back. Billy, please don't talk about my internet. So it doesn't, I know you can see it fine, but if I can't see it, then it doesn't work. So yeah, I can actually watch it from the computer side. We'll just keep going. It's fine. Yeah, I could see you. FF, I could see you. I can just watch it on the computer side. So let me show the request. Billy says, I would say the way I handle my emotions because I'm a sensitive person. So yeah, therapy, here I come. That is what you need to address. I appreciate your patience, everyone. So Billy, Emma says, I put instructions in the box. If I restart the app, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it from the computer screen. It's all good. All right. So Noble Ancient says, the constant lack of sleep. Zombie mode. If I don't sleep for hours on end, I enter zombie mode and everything changes for the worse. If I get sleep, then I reawaken sleepier than if I stayed awake. So Noble has some disordered sleep that can turn into an emergency if you don't do something to deal with it. So Alexis says that my physical health is something I need to deal with before it becomes an emergency. Yeah. I wonder if there's a specific place to start. Sometimes a lot of us have been talking about things like mental health and physical health. That's sort of a broad task. It's really useful sometimes to get down to something specific, so that so you can have a place to start. It can be really overwhelming when you have something major to deal with, like well, how do I even begin this? Tiger BFK, I need to lose weight for not living with diabetes. You want to lose some weight? Absolutely. All right. All right, so there we go. Someone anonymously shares that they need to deal with their finances before it becomes an emergency. Been struggling to make ends meet. I'm surviving now, but one emergency to be knocked down. All right. So I'm one away. I feel like there were some shenanigans in place to make that happen. I feel like there's something afoot because I never get that many. I never get that many likes per session. And yeah, I don't get that number of likes per session. So I feel like there's something afoot there. Alexis, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and go to the next prompt. I appreciate y'all for coming back. I don't know if my list of who's here is accurate right now, but each and every one of you, I appreciate you. I don't want fake likes. I don't want it. I don't want fake followers. So let's not. I don't want fake followers. It'll happen when it happens. All right, here we go. So this might be for the last one. Goose says my laziness. That might be referring to the last one. We're going to reset the request box. All right, let's see. So we're talking about effort. The question is, where are you investing the most effort? And do you feel like your efforts are enough? There's a lot of stuff that we have, that we work hard on. And sometimes it feels like even though we're working really hard, we're not getting the results that we're looking for. I think effort, sometimes we feel like effort is the point. It's not. The results are the point, or the impact is the point. People don't really care about how, we want people to care about how hard we work, for sure. That would be awesome. But at the end of the day, people don't care how hard you worked. People don't care how much you put into it. They only care about what comes out of it. And you can be invested in the process and not be attached to the outcome, and be loving the process of doing what it is you're trying to do. At the end of the day, though, it is something that you're trying to do. So you want to be aware. Maybe you need to refine your process a little bit to get what you're looking for. But where are you investing the most effort, and do you feel like those efforts are enough? Where are you investing the most effort, and do you feel like those efforts are enough? Val says, I'm investing my effort in trying to make everyone else around me happy. I think my effort is almost enough. I'm trying my best. So that's a really tough place to invest energy, because you really can't control that part, you know? Making other people happy as an endeavor can be really slippery, because we don't know how it's going to turn out. We don't know how it's going to turn out. We can't control how it's going to turn out. And, you know, we can kind of set ourselves up for some disappointment. Not that there's anything wrong with disappointment. It's part of life. If you're not being disappointed by something, then you're probably not trying anything that's challenging enough. There's going to be some letdowns there. If you're willing to include those letdowns. It's working so far, but I know it's going to fail me at some point. Yeah. So Billy says, I'm putting a good bunch of effort on getting my life set up. Do I think is enough? Yes, but could be better, but it's enough for now. Sometimes the enough part is you have to factor in time as well. If you're factoring in time, then enough for now is good enough, right? Because you know that the effort is going to have to continue. You know that it's not going to happen overnight. So what I did today is enough for today. If I keep going. Sometimes though, if you're doing the wrong thing and you're moving yourself further away from where you want to go, then that's something. That's another thing, right? So Mo says that I am investing effort in the social emotional support for my students. And social emotional support for my students. I think for some kids it is enough, but it will never be enough for everyone. Yeah, there's only so much you can do, right? And you have to be at peace with doing the best you can. I guess it only comes to question is you have to look at yourself and really ask, am I doing the best I can with here? Did I really try today? So Noble says, I'm investing my efforts in restoring a damaged sleep schedule in my relationship with Alexis with love and respect. My efforts are in process of becoming enough over time. I think a big challenge for Noble, when you have when your work schedule kind of dictates what your sleep schedule can be, it's hard to get things on track. It's hard to get things on track when you have those kind of fixed items. So you have to figure out, okay, so what do I need to do? What are some of the ways that I can, given these are the constrictions, and as long as I'm going to be working at this job during these hours on these days, it's going to be something I have to figure out and work around. So Essence is here. Hey, Essence, welcome in. It's good to see you. Enter a nickname. Thank you so much for the spoon. So Alexis says simultaneously work and walking. I have to try to walk more than 10,000 steps a day, and normally work will do it, but I notice working there kicks my butt back. So getting those steps in. I don't know what any of this means. Alien has joined us. The question is, where are you investing the most effort, and do you feel like your efforts are enough? So Tim says keeping these relationships going, communicating efficiently. Seems all as well as going so far. Seems like everything's working out so far. Communicating efficiently. So that's one thing I would think about that word, efficiently, because relationships and efficiency sometimes don't work out well. Because there's inherent messiness that comes when you are dealing with people. And when you're just doing something efficiently, it's like you're trying to check a box or get something out of the way. Effective may be what you are aiming for when it comes to dealing with people, because if you're communicating to the degree that is necessary to reach an understanding, so that's not necessarily something you can easily check a box on. It's not very quantitative. Like, you can't necessarily measure it in hours or times that you contact. It's more experiential, and you'll kind of know. You said that's what I typed initially, but yeah, it said it was spelled wrong. So you said, I don't know how to spell it. Let me just say it. Yeah. I get it. Thank you so much for keeping those likes rolling in. Let's see what we have here. So we're talking about the places where we are investing our effort, and do we think it's effectively? Yeah, it's effective with an A. Yeah, where are you investing those efforts, and do you think that it's enough? I guess another question, an interesting question, and it sort of ties to the efficient and effective things. The efficient and effective thing is it even the right thing to be doing? because like you can be putting effort into something and be doing it extremely well, but it's not getting you where you want to go. It's not getting the outcome that you're looking for. So getting that sorted out first is important. All right, let's get ready to go into the next prompt. Okay. Okay. So typically, affective isn't one that's used. Don't be confused by it. It's a difference in parts of speech. So effective with an E, not effective with an A. I can see why you would be confused by that. What are you making harder than it needs to be? I guess dealing with this word. Okay, so don't answer yet. We got one more. Being selfish with selflessness, tuning into it, to be one with the flow of life's ripples, always aware that it's enough, you are enough. All right, so what are you making harder than it needs to be? That is the question. Now, some things are difficult, and making things easier than they should be sometimes is a recipe for, you're setting yourself up for failure when you're trying to make something easier than it needs to be. Maybe you're not being thorough enough. Some process require that you embrace the complication and complexity in order to get the best result. So some things aren't designed to be easy, and when we try to make them easy, we make them less good. But there are other things that we add layers of complexity to that don't exist. And I guess when it comes to that efficiency versus effectiveness question, that is sort of where that goes. We can be efficient and simplify a process to the point that it doesn't get the results that we're looking for. But we did it, right? Harder than it needs to be. Billy says life at times, but not currently. Not currently much right now, but here and there I make life really hard. Harder than it needs to be. Noble says, I am making thinking harder than it needs to be. I guess I need to sleep a full day in order to reset me sleep factor. My answer is thinking. He said, miss sleep. Oh, miss sleep. Oh man. I need to sleep a full day in order to reset my sleep factor. Reset me sleeps. Arr. Oh man. Misfire says, bruh, my entire life is wild. What do I make easy is the real question. I'm no, but really, my room is junky. I need to get it clean and keep it that way. You making keeping your room clean harder than it needs to be? Cinebra is here. Welcome and thank you for joining us. All right. All right, let's see. We are really batting 1,000 today. What's in here? All right. What we are making harder than it needs to be. Tim says this prompt. Yeah. So let's take a look at it from this perspective. When I blank, everything else seems easier. When I blank, everything else seems easier. What is that for you? All right. So we are running into some technical issues. I'm going to have to end the stream on the YouTube side because of some stuff going on with my computer. But we're going to keep the thing rolling here in the VIP. Today's just one of those weird days. So I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. If you're watching, we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with some things ironed out. Yeah, and just keep an eye out. We'll post the prompts over there for you so that you can see what's going on. Yeah, so we'll just kind of keep things rolling over here where we can.